catch me outside on every other day. Okay, so I know that the whole week you've been like, oh my god, am I gonna see her again? She gonna be back? What is she bringing for us this time? Y'all, be calm, be calm. I am here. Today I want to talk about things I clock. Because I clock everything. I might not say it out loud, but trust I've clocked it while doing my makeup, because right now I look a mess. This has been on the whole day. I went to get my nails done. Get into it. Yes. With me, I made a matcha, y'all. So everybody knows that I make the best matcha. Ask my friends. Everybody knows. Mango matcha and moi, we go hand in hand, okay? So yeah, just as I expected it to be, which is perfect. Before we get into it though, I want to discuss my vision. I'm thinking green, turquoise, glitter on like inner corner and like brown outer corner. For blush and everything else, I'm not sure. We're just gonna do. And if you see me doing my makeup and you're like, girl, what are you doing?
Mind your own.
Okay, first of all, mind your own. Many ways lead to Rome. At least that's how you say it in German. I don't know if you translate it like that. So we're gonna start off very strong with the first thing I always clock, which is when someone doesn't understand my joke. And it hurts even more when it's like someone I consider a friend or someone I consider to know me. It's like, damn, okay, tough crowd. Okay, like didn't pass the vibe check at all. What do you mean you're not laughing? Everybody knows I'm funny as hell. Like, how are you not laughing? And then it's like, is it really a me problem or is it like kind of a you problem? Maybe work on yourself. Or maybe work on that. How about that? The second one would be when someone calls me intimidating. Because now it's like, is this misogynoir I'm expecting? Because y'all love to put the angry black woman trope on literally every black woman. And it's like, literally, what is intimidating about me? Generally, that's such an odd thing to say to someone. Like, why would you even say this to anyone? And yes, I'm mentioning this because I have heard this before. Like, someone has called me, or not someone, multiple people have called me intimidating. And it's like, that really tells me a lot about you because there is nothing intimidating about me. Okay, stop. Y'all cannot tell me this doesn't already look like super cute. I told myself I was gonna do more eyeshadow this year and I feel like we're on a good road. Like, the third one would definitely be like backhanded compliments. Also depends on like the situation and the person. But there's certain people that when they say, oh, you look good today, it's like, today? Baby, do you know who I am? What do you mean today? See me on every other day. Catch me outside on every other day. What do you mean today? You know, it's just things like that. Again, I clock it. The next one I feel really goes well with my previous point, which would be when someone underestimates me. It's also like kind of a backhanded thing, like, oh, I did not expect you to be able to do this. Or, oh, you know that? And you know, stuff like that where it's like, why are you questioning my intelligence, especially when it's like basic ass shit. Like, don't ask me about no physics or chemistry or nothing like that because that's just not my field. But when it's like really basic knowledge things and then you're surprised that I know those things, you're questioning my intelligence. And that is something you should not do. Don't question my intelligence ever because I take that personal because it's like, damn, like, who do you take me for real? But as I said, this is one of those things where I don't necessarily have to address it or talk about it, but trust me, I will clock it. And there might be a time where I will use that to my advantage. You think I don't know something? Okay, like, if that's what you think, believe them. But there will be a period in time where you'll be like, oh,
Got you.
a lot of these points go really hand in hand, to be honest. And a major one is just when I generally notice that someone has already formed an opinion about me without getting to know me. And especially living in Germany, which is a very judgmental country. Like, people love to look at you and just assume things about you. And this might trigger some people. I honestly never gave a fuck. When I realized that you really already have an opinion by the way you're acting, the way you're talking, I register that. And then that also tells me a lot about you, because really don't judge a book by its cover. Don't get me wrong, if you see me on the street, you can assume that I'm a bad bitch, because that is the truth. Okay? That is the truth. Now, obviously, I'm talking about, you know, stuff like knowing how my character is, or knowing or thinking that you may or may not know how I'm gonna react to certain questions, etc. I just don't like that, because it's like, just ask, you know? Just ask. Try to find things out. Don't draw conclusions, except for me being a bad bitch. The next point is something I've noticed in friendships, which, very strong word for someone that competes with you. That is also something that is very odd to me. Obviously, these are not even people I would feel the need to talk to anymore, because why do you feel like we're competing with each other? Especially in a friendship. I've always found that to be so ridiculous, because we're literally all living this fucking nightmare of life together. So instead of us being like, oh my god, you know, let's do this shit together, you're running a race with me, and then it's like, baby, you are alone on the track, because no one is even competing with you for real. Like, I don't know, it's such a weird thing, because we're all at such different stages of our lives that it's like, you cannot be comparing yourself to other people, especially not your friends. Where it's like, damn, your friends are supposed to be like your big supporters, your day ones, the ones that are rooting for you, but instead they turn into being your ops. No, like, nobody really needs that. Nobody needs more ops. The world is literally our op. Like, why are you comparing yourself to a friend? Why are you making weird jokes where literally everyone can hear that there is a lot of truth behind those jokes? Heal, baby, heal. Because I am not the problem. Literally, it's like some internalized issue you have going on. Don't put that on me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try making weird jokes. Don't try seeing how far you can go with me, because I promise you, baby, you're not gonna go far. Like, that is also something that is like, I immediately notice when someone like tries to test out your boundaries, tries to see how far can I go. Like, when is like the point? When is she gonna reach the point where she's gonna say something? You know, like little jabs, little jokes that are not really jokes. Testing, seeing, how far can I go? Again, you're not gonna go far. So, save the journey. Literally. Just don't do it. Because, again, why are you doing that? The next one is actually something that genuinely just catches my interest every time it happens. Because it's like, especially with people you saw as part of your life at a certain point. Maybe you guys have outgrown each other, because that's what happens in life. But when they choose to unfollow you, I ask myself, like, why now? Like, why now? Like, what happened? Like, what was the switch? Because we've been following each other without or barely any communication for 2 years. Why was this the point you chose to unfollow me? Right? And I understand that it might not be that deep, but it's just like more of like a sentimental point of view, because it's like, damn, at some point we had a connection, you know, at some point we maybe even considered ourselves friends. So I genuinely want to know, like, what goes through like your head when you're like, okay, I'm gonna unfollow this person today. Again, depends on the person. Obviously, someone there was a connection with previously, not just a random person or so. But I asked myself that. My blush is like a very dark pink, almost red blush, because I feel like my face is so bronzy, and like pink wouldn't really fit so well. I just realized I don't have any lip gloss that has like glitter in it. Shame on me. I guess I have to DIY it, Because I definitely want like glitter on my lips to just like, I don't think this is too bad. I'm gonna like line my lips again. But I mean, you cannot tell me this is not cunt. Like, it's cunt. And to conclude this list and the makeup, which we're gonna get to in a few seconds, the most ridiculous thing is when people think they've read me. Like they've got me all figured out. I haven't even gotten myself all figured out, if I'm gonna be really honest with you. So what makes you think, what possesses you to think that you have fully read me and that you fully know me? Don't, I'm sorry, I have to break it to you, but it's
a lie. It's a lie.
It's a lie. Enough happen. It's a lie. Enough happen. You can never have me all figured out. Oof. Ew. Ew. No one gets access to the full version of moi, to the full version of blessing. Nobody. So if you ever thought, 30%, 40%, it's probably 10%. Yeah, it's probably 10%. What is the moral of the story? Don't piss people off. It's just simple. Don't piss people off. Don't be backhanded. Don't be rude. Don't be competitive with your friends. And again, it's not really a friend if you're competitive with them. Maybe that's also like a sign that they're not really a friend. Don't think you can read people. Like, I read people when they communicate with me. That doesn't mean I feel like I've read the person, because you are an individual character. Who am I to feel like I've figured you out? So who are you to feel like you figured me out? Anyways, tell me what you think about the makeup look. You might see this makeup look in another video. I don't know. Baby, I don't know. Okay, we have to plan. We have to film accordingly. Like, I'm new to this, not true to this. Okay, I have to figure myself out. So yeah, I definitely think I'll see you again next week, because, you know, you were so eager to see me today. It's like, why would you not come back next week, right? Why would you not share the video, right? It's like, right? Okay.